in saying that, I'm about to cut everything and slide it down like 10 tiles. Yes. So, we're going to go from there to there. I have a feeling something's going to go so terribly wrong doing this. G'day mate, welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. It's a new week, which means we've got a new list of problems we need to fix. So, our goop belt. Our goop belt is going to be one of our priorities for this episode. It's backing up. In fact, if I scroll out to the far edge, you can see that's not picked up, that's not picked up. Oh, okay, so it's just the end of the goop belt that's not being picked up. Your goop belt goes in that direction. So now it's picking up from here. This is the end of this one, so this one's being picked up. So, yeah, we need faster belts. This is our current choke point. This needs to go faster, much faster. On top of that, over here, I finally have more than 40 shiny rocks. So we want to set up a Kovorix process, which means I want 4 of them. So, belts. Let's go start on the belts first. I want these belts that are being researched. So, this is our Factorio extended belts, which have, obviously, faster movement speed. We go from 45 items on a blue belt up to 60 items on a green belt, and then finally up to 75 items on a purple belt. I'm basically just going to go straight for purple belt. I need to make green belt to then have access to make purple belt, but that's the plan. Just go straight to purple belt and ignore everything else in the meantime. Now, ideally, I'd like to fit in here, but that means probably moving everything down to add 2 more belt machines in here and everything else. So that's probably not going to work. In saying that, if I move the gears by... That's 40 gears. You're already... Oh no, you're 80 gears. And it's just normal gears? Iron gear wheel? Iron gear wheel. So it's... Oh, that's 4 undergrounds. That's 4 express undergrounds. Okay, so it's actually a fair bit of material. I'm really tempted to just slide this down. Really tempted. Okay, so that oil line... No, that oil line we need to keep. Can I route it underneath the workshop? Sure. Every other part of the base is spaghetti. Why not make this some too? Okay. Yeah, that's not going to fit. Okay, we're going to turn off our bots. Remove that. Put that over there. Get rid of that fire. Pipe there and there. And then go back to running. No. Copper? Copper. Done. Okay, so it means that bit of pipe can go away, that bit of pipe can go away, that bit can go away, that can go away, that can. Special underground doing absolutely nothing can go away. Alright, so now that that's been fixed, that belt can obviously just go straight through. Nope. There. This special mix of power poles can definitely go away. Turn those back on. That can go away. Okay. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to cut and paste. Okay, turn off personal robots. You're getting rid of items on the ground. You're also now getting rid of storage chests. Because I have far too many storage chests. It's part of my last base. So the blueprint came from my last base, which had far too many storage chests. But it had far too many storage chests because I filled them all. I can't remember what with. I think it was just wood. Even though I was burning off wood. No, it wasn't wood because I was burning off the wood. I don't know what it was. We have 0 free construction bots. Okay, well, it's definitely trying to be moved at full speed. You know what? I'm just going to say everything. And we're going to get rid of that row as well. Yeah. Okay, good luck, bots. You guys get that done. You will never get emptied. So we're just going to deconstruct it. Okay. Bots will get that done in due... Whoa, boy. Okay. Bigger worms. Just what I wanted. That's some nice worms. Thanks. Thanks. Alright. So whilst we're waiting on the bots to rearrange this, let's go work on a Kovorix process. Alright. So Kovorix process is... fairly simple. We want to do Kovorix with prod mods. Now, what I want to do is I want to use the different sides of the belt to my advantage. No, I'm going to need filters. I want output, then I want input, and then output, and then input. Yes. Okay. So, we want to bring in... I want to bring out shiny rocks on one side and dull rocks on the other side. And as I said, I want to use the priority of the belts. So, inserters output to the far side of the belt, but they input from the close side of the belt because they're lazy. So I really want to play that to my advantage. So what I want to do is I want to take my 40 shiny rocks and my dull rocks. Do I have enough room? Sure. We'll just loop this around like this. You output to that side, you input from the close side, so I want to fill on the close side. So what I want to do is I want to fill on the close side of the belt. Okay. Wrong side of the belt. That side of the belt. Clean the belt, clean the belt. Okay. Throw those back in there. So, this will make sure that this inserter always has room to output. And then I want to do this the exact same here. I want to have a loop down around here for my shiny rocks. And I want to input onto, turns out, is the outside of the belt, like that. And this means it can grab, and then it's going to put the excess onto the outside of the belt, okay? And once it's got its original 40... it'll always have room to output the excess. And it's going to output the excess in front of the inserter that's going to try and grab. So it means it should loop forever. And once it finally has enough material, not 40, because I actually have a whole nother craft in it. So I'll actually put up to 40 active in the machine, plus 40, plus actually 80 sitting up here ready to go for the next 2 crafts. That's the point when it's good to go, and I'll start actually dumping the excess onto the belt. So for the moment, it's pretty good. I really don't have to do anything with it. I'm going to actually make 2 stack inserters. Actually, that's the only one that really matters. The one shoving the Kovorix in. The shiny rocks in. But this is pretty much it, pretty much done. We can leave this forever. And then as soon as I look up here and I find excess shiny rocks on the belt, I can then just duplicate this build down. Now, what I actually want to make sure I do is I want to do that. I want to make sure that I'm always keeping the material on one side of the belt. And basically I want to do the exact same thing here. Make sure I'm only putting material on one side of the belt. So this means that this always has room on... Yes, so this always has room on the far side of the belt, which when it comes down here, actually gets priority fed into the system to then loop back around. So this will always, given enough time, given enough processes, giving enough runtime, this will always, guaranteed, actually we will probably see it, it won't be this craft, it'll be the craft after. Nope, there we go. So we see that slotted in, and then it's not until it gets all the way around that this gap will actually get filled in by that underground belt. Same thing will happen here. It'll mean that I'm always guaranteed to have all the shiny rocks I require in the system. And it will never back up. This is a plain and simple way to do it with belts. Technically, it would eventually back up with shiny rocks, but if it backs up with shiny rocks, that's like the least of your problems. And then the easy fix for that is you just put in a splitter and you say output priority left. And then you take this, and then over here you just put a passive provider chest or whatever it is, and you take your excess over there. For the moment, I want this to just keep running and back up. I can't do anything about duplicating or I can't do anything about putting down more centrifuges just yet, because I don't want to risk that one machine has not enough, and then 2 machines have not enough in them basically. I don't want to risk that. Now, I do want to know, do I have beacons unlocked? I do. Do I have beacons being made? I do not. Okay, I'm going to set you to do beacons. We're going to get rid of that, because that's a little bit excessive. 50. 50 seems reasonable. You're not going to get speed 3s at this stage. Okay, so I want you to tick along for a little while. In saying that, I'm about to cut everything and slide it down like 10 tiles. Yes. So, we're going to go from there to there. I have a feeling something's going to go so terribly wrong doing this. Robots off, cut. Okay, I want one. Then you need belts in. Then you need your next one. Actually, I don't have to paste it down super fast. Okay, so let's get these. Well, turn off robots. Stupid robots. Holy crap. Oh, that can go away. That can go away. This is how you tell whether you have a really good recycling system or not. Whether when you're done, everything magically... Oh, crap. There is so much train track. Okay. I can't even set the recipes. Okay, so you take in gears, just gears. You take in red circuits. You take in red circuits. So lube, it should go right there. Have I terribly broken everything? Are you lined up? Yes, you're lined up. Okay, that's got to go away. That mess has got to go away. That lube autosave has to go in there. I know, Competrons. Okay, just shut up. There. Whoop. To there, to there, to there. Assembler, 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 assembler. And gears, 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 gears. Same story here. More gears. I still can't pick up stuff because, yep. Who likes iron? You like, nope. You like iron. Have some iron. You like iron, you like iron, you all like iron. Okay, I didn't really want the splitters. They can go in there. Yeah, I need these machines to go back down. So I can start refilling some of these boxes. Do I? I have a tiny bit of room. Tiny bit of room. Okay. You there. Logic requests. 2,400. Because I'm willing to bet, yeah, there's that many in storage. You do not have robot range. No, there. Okay. All of them, please. All of them, please. Stack inserters. All of them, please. What else do we have? Yellow inserters, I'm not really worried. They're just going to end up getting chewed into science, which hopefully requests them. It does not. Request a chest. So I want you to request 10, no, not 100, and I only want you to run if there is more than 100 in the network. What are you set to? Where are you? You're set to 200. Okay, try that again. 200 in the network. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's solved. What else do I need to solve? You definitely need a buffer chest to bring in all assembler tier 1s. 15, cool. Assembler 2s, assembler 3s. One construction bot in my inventory for some reason. I definitely do not need you guys anymore. So we're going to bring in 100. Yeah, this system works fine as long as you don't pick it up, cut it, pick it up and put it back down. Otherwise, it's just going to make lots more crap that you probably already have plenty of in your now moved across the storage, which would eventually get fixed, but I'd prefer to have it fixed now. Pipe, underground pipe. What's that? 1,000? Yep. Add a 0 on there. That's 200. Robots. Yeah, they'll get used pretty quickly. Pumps. 50. Oh, definitely refineries. What do you set to? No, 20, 40. I can maths. I have a feeling I should have probably gone through and put down these buffer chests first. Train stations will get fixed. Train track will not get fixed. Does it matter? No, I've just decided it doesn't matter. Train track will get used. Signals will get used. Chests will probably get used, given enough time. They'll all get used. You're only just built. You were just built. You don't have a recipe because that's not... Oh no. I have no idea what that is, actually. I don't think you and you were running. I'm pretty sure I pulled up some inserter that made you run. Oh, and there was something here. Here was... Okay. That goes to there. Let's add... No, they have been added back. We're just waiting for the bots to put things back in action. That's done, that's done, that's done. We'll fix all that in a second. Why do you have no power? Okay, you now got power. Shut up. You go there. Yeah, turn those guys back on. That'll fix a whole bunch of stuff. You out of my way. You do fluid wagons. Where the hell are those? In here? There. Okay, which is now outside robot range because everything got slid over. Okay, you're all good? You're all good. We've got some stuff running down the belts. We got more stuff running down the belts. Okay, that seems to fix that problem. We want stack inserters. There. Oh, crap. I'm going to fly them over with robots. Okay. Because there's no room for this to output straight into that machine. Okay, so input. Yep, that word. Yep, no, okay. That one. A whole bunch of green circuits. Let's just go down here and say, have some green circuits. Have some green circuits. Have some green circuits. You too. Red circuits. Maxed out. Okay, never mind about that. Alright. I want one of those blue chests. One of these ones. Yeah, those ones. There we go. Okay, so I want to put one there. I then want to put a green one there, and there. Yeah. With power there for symmetry's sake. We're slowly ticking through this research, which is held up by purple packs, which is held up by stone, not stone. What the hell are you held up by? Literally the size of the build. Okay, maybe I'll look at doing something about that later. Okay, we're gonna make those two chests. So you're gonna be green belt. You're going to be green undergrounds. You're going to be green splitters, which also, from memory, require that and that. And then you need an output. I didn't plan the output. Okay, there, and there, and that one, that one. I'm going to have to do signals. Oh. Does that matter? Yeah, let's do that. And then let's change you over to a green chest. And you're going to be set to green undergrounds. Yeah. And red ones. No. Okay, so you're going to be set to green ones, and you're going to be set to green ones as well. And then we go back to buffer chests. You bring green splitters at a rate of 100. It says 500. Sure, 500. It doesn't matter. You do that one at a rate of 3,000, and you do the undergrounds at a rate of 500 as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You, and you. So you're gonna do back to normal stuff. Splitters. Belt. Undergrounds. Okay, we're done. We're done. We just need the recipes unlocked, which requires us looking at purple science. In the meantime, let's look at our Kovorix. We're up to 22 in that machine and running. Also wanted to look at... There you go in there. Oh. I should have put one in there for you. Chem plants. 40, please. Oh, and you too. 40 as well. 40 are being delivered. 40 are not being... Oh no, they're already in there. Okay, what was I looking at? You have nothing. Why do you have nothing? Because our green circuits just suck that much. Okay, let's do... Right. Feel a little bit better? Yeah, it feels a little bit better. Upgrade that belt and that belt and that belt. It's not about higher throughput. It's literally about getting stuff from A to B faster. Because that's all that's going to do. But it now means the pathetic amount coming out of this build is all going to the right, which is limited by copper, which is limited by our copper smelter, which is limited by the simple fact that I haven't stepped outside these walls yet and tagged this bit of copper. Power pole there and there. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Copy. Paste. Get rid of those two. And we fit a few more miners in there. Oh, this is going to be outside robot range. Entirely. Okay, bring that to there. Large power pole. There to there. Roboport. Done. Either all my bots are still vacationing because I gave them too many jobs to do. Picking up the whole workshop and moving it. You can finally go away, Cliff. You've been pissing me off for long enough. We're gonna go there to there to there. And will that work? Yes. Okay. Oh. I need to power up this side. Yeah. Yep. I feel like my robots should be flying faster. They just seem slow. Oh, that's right. We're still constructing half the map. Yes! Because the end of the last episode, I concreted all the edges, which... 3K, 0... Yeah, no, they're still trying to concrete the whole map. They're getting there. Don't get me wrong. They're definitely getting there. Okay. Okay, are all the miners put down? No, we're still waiting on, like, 4 of them. But yes, basically. When I look here... Okay, so it's more than half a lane's worth. In that case, we'll do that. I should just wrap this up. Yeah, let's just wrap this up. Put it on there instead. Do it properly. Okay, so that should give me... It's not going to be a lane of copper. It's not even going to... Technically, it's a lane of copper. I think it's a yellow belt's worth, but technically it's... Yeah, it's something. Unfortunately, you're sort of shoved into the wrong... Okay, first off, empty miner tool. They're dead. Empty miner tool, they're dead. Empty miner tool, they're dead. That needs to be looked at. Okay. Actually, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're just going to put half onto one. And then I'm going to put half onto the other. It's a really bad way of doing things, but it works. Wow. Okay, that's some fire. Alright. So we've made a setup for the next 2 belts. Not that we can make them because we're limited by science, which is limited by purple science, which is limited by not quite stone yet, but that's going to be very close from the looks of it. But limited by the fact that I probably put prod mods in these. And that's just slowing down the science just a little bit. Yeah, they're all running. They're just slow because, yeah. Alright. Nope. You're the one who runs the most often, so they go in there. And I just realized I probably do not have recycling for copper or 15k. No. Well, 1500 rather. Same story here. Iron. Oh. Stone. Let's put it there because that's the safer bet. Stone. Okay. Well, that's recycling set up for all those. So they'll slowly get... Oh wow, no, steel belt's not solid anymore. Hang on. I know I'm missing a few miners up here from previous worm attacks, but... Okay. Because we are splitting it twice. We're doing half steel, half... Okay. Alright, so I need to look at more iron in the not-so-distant future. Right. Yep, because you could be filled from that belt, hopefully. Okay, so make almost everything's back up and running. It's going to do some filling of chests that probably don't matter. Like, that would be one. That would definitely be one. You know what? Now I've actually got all the room. Let's go request. 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 On their way 50, on their way 50, on their way 5, on their way, on their way. Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to refill these boxes manually. That's a lot of trains, actually. Let's go with trains. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... Which probably means there's a lot of those as well. There is. 250? Yeah, there's a lot of those. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Top that up. Top that up. Because... bots prioritize bringing stuff from storage first, so if these boxes are full, they won't run. And the bots won't bring stuff from these boxes right where I'm standing, they're going to bring it from central storage. Anyway. That's the only other thing I wanted to do. And maybe give that instead of power. Kovorix process. Turns out I'm a few speed modules short. Do they exist? No, they don't. Oh, they do. They're automated. So if I copy, paste that there, and then I go down here to this build, and I just steal a handful of those and put them in this network, and then the robots will take care of them. Top that up. That's done. That's not done, but I'm out. That's good enough. Okay, that's where we're going to leave this episode. So, we got Kovorix started. It's almost got another set of 40. And technically, once it's got another set of 40, I could actually duplicate the machine and then basically hand start it. And it would pretty much keep the second machine running, hopefully. Maybe not perfectly, but hopefully. Same story, these beacons, actually what I can do is I can extend this gap in here and extend this gap in here and actually put beacons down this, in this loop of belt, which is probably something I'll end up doing, just to bootstrap this faster and throw more beacons at the problem. At the same time, we've queued ourselves for the next 2 lots of belts, which we're going to have probably next episode, because that's not going too slowly. Which should hopefully fix this problem, because... oh no, it looks like maybe the system's caught up. I don't know. And hopefully in an episode or 2 I can do something about stupid worms. Because, yeah, we needed nuclear fuel cells to... okay. We needed nuclear fuel cells running to be able to do something about the worms to make the seismic tower thingamajiggy bob. And we've just got that research done. Or we've got the research, but we've just started the Kovorix process so we can actually have some spare uranium to make some Fuel cells. Yeah, words are hard, GD. All right, that's where I'm going to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Welcome to the new week. Welcome back to Factorio, and hope you enjoyed your Christmas break. All right, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Bye.